Oh my God, don't hate me. I'm here. Okay. I'm so sorry. It took me a minute, but I'm here. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Morningwood. I'm your host, Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. I'm running incredibly late today. Please forgive me, but it is day 2 of the last Woody standing contest. And guess what? You'll never believe it, but I made it through. I know, right? It's huge. Before we get started, if everyone could just hit that like button, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, all these things, that would be dope. Also, don't forget about my official sponsor, Caesar Sportsbook, up to $1,250 in a risk-free first bet for all new accounts. Check out the description of this video and click on the link, or download the app and then use my promo code WOODFUL to make it happen. All right. Sounds good. I woke up so freaking late. I thought it was 9 and it was 10. And I flew into action. I'm sorry. Bill, you're first. I love it. Excellent work, friend. What do you got today? You're going to go. Bill, is that a real team? Bill, can we talk right now about Genk? It's all Belgium soccer. All right. I got you, Bill. You're right here. Yesterday, my day was not great. I was 2-3 in the NBA and 2-2 in college. The one thing that I can hang my hat on is that I told you all that the Knicks were the not play of yesterday, and the Knicks were, in fact, the not play of yesterday. Smash that like button, everybody, just like Julie. Julie knows what's good. Come out wherever you are. What's up, D-Talk? You hit the like. I love it. I know, totally running late. I don't even know what my makeup's doing at this point. I don't even know. What's up, Silky One? Hi, Tateness. I'm forgiven. Okay, well, I tried. I tried to set my alarm. It was so weird. I just woke up and, oh my God, you're supposed to be at work 2 minutes ago. Okay, no worries. I'm here now. Clippers for Silky. Let's do it. Clippers. All right. I do have a 4-team parlay that's already out on TikTok because that's something I'm working on now. Hola, Pedro Mas, ¿qué pasa? Jim Bob, boom. Torquay United, a trophy. All right. I'm going to say that's an FA trophy and not FA, but that's how I read it. Torquay United. You're in. Shoot, I never got Parsons thing going on. What's up, Devin? How you doing? You like Iowa State money line? Devin, I remember you from yesterday. I feel like you are in. I'm going to put you right over here. Boom. You like that? Okay, so the gent, if that is a real team, was a good pick. Harden over 36.5 pros. Harden 36.5 pro. Boom, got it. Hello, Matt Drake. Hello, Pedro Mas. Oh shoot, Cameron. Let's text a little Cameron Ross while we're here. Maybe not. Maybe it's not going to let me. I would like to say that we're late to invite Cam, but at the end of the day, Cam's always late to come to us. So I feel like it's going to all come out in the wash on this one. Also kind of feel like I'm still asleep, so give me a minute. On your TikTok parlay today? All right, excellent. I'm trying them out, okay? I'm looking for the line movement in the middle of the night, like that late night line movement, and then I want to tease those teams. That's kind of how I'm looking at this. I think it'll work just fine. That guy who I can't ever say his last name, Siakam. That's what I always want to say. Over 36.5 pros. That's just the pro number of the day, isn't it? Cameron Ross is here, everybody. What's up, Cam?
What's up? It's awkward saying Cam's always late, but Cam's watching, waiting, huh?
Yeah. I mean, come on. Yeah. The one time. Come on.
Ugh. What's going on?
Oh my God. I was like literally asleep waiting for my alarm to go off at 9. And then when it went off, it was actually 10. And I was like, holy shnik balls. I'm going to go in full speed mode right now. And so I did. And now I'm here.
And
How
here
are
we
you
are.
today?
Ugh.
How are you today?
Good, tired. Just got back.
From what?
The basketball team I coach, we got invited to a showcase in DC for the weekend.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we went to DC Friday and then got back last night.
So how'd it go?
We went 1-1. We lost yesterday to the number 1 team in the entire country, but we played really well.
Well, heck.
And then Friday we beat a team that we weren't supposed to beat. So,
well, that's dope.
Yeah. So now we're back home and going to attempt to light this state on fire.
Well, I got a match if you need one.
Hopefully we can just spark it on our own.
All right, that's fair. Flint works also, not the kind in Michigan, but Okay, Joan, I'm assuming you went through. I have not checked all of you as of just yet. So
it was freezing up there though, for anybody wondering.
In DC? Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking Las Vegas is doing this really cool thing where it rains for 5 minutes and then it doesn't rain for 5 minutes and then it rains for 5 minutes and so on and so forth.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's super fun. Super fun. So who are you liking today?
I like Baylor today on the plus money.
All right.
Yeah, I like Baylor today.
Want to tell us why?
They're the number 21 ranked team in the nation. They are on a 2-game win streak. They're on the road to play Texas Tech, who is on a 5-game losing streak. They're playing teams tough, but they lost to Kansas at home a couple weeks ago, and then they lost to Oklahoma at home. They just really played Texas tough, but Baylor's figuring it out, and I just like Baylor. I just like a better team at the plus money. They're also a plus 2.5 if you guys want the points.
Thank you. I'm fine. Don't worry. Nobody freak out. Okay, so Baylor's the way we're going with that then. Let me check out where their money is located. Phew! Oh my goodness.
Also, for anybody watching, I know you guys probably saw me last week on Power Hour take the Bucks for last night.
Phew.
But I actually sold, posted, and cashed, and you can go on the sites and see it, the Cowboys, because my play was very, very heavily based off of Micah Parsons because he wasn't practicing, but they weren't saying what was wrong. But he had a kid over the weekend. That's why he wasn't practicing. And then he played, so I took the Cowboys last night.
Yeah, that game was a little ridiculous.
A lot ridiculous. I think
my mom doesn't care about football at all, and this actually made me question the market. My mom does not care about football at all, but she wanted to see Tom play because Tom's her man and he's so cute and like he's the GOAT, and so she just really wants to see Tom play. And she was like so disappointed in him. And I'm like, look, I'm from Houston. I don't even like the Cowboys. Like, I wouldn't even put them out if they were on fire. But honestly, they're kind of on fire right now. And by the way, not rooting for Tom. However, I have a huge theory that Tom is most definitely a Raider next season. I think it's Raiders Super Bowl year. He doesn't have to deal with Giselle anymore, right? So wife out of the picture, no big deal. Don't have a Gronk? That's cool. How about a Devontae Adams? He's a pretty good guy to give that ball to, right? So now we've got that going on. Las Vegas has a Super Bowl. Is he good friends with Matt Stafford or is it Clayton Kershaw? I want to say it's Kershaw now that
Kershaw and Stafford went to the same high school in Texas.
That's what it was. I was getting him confused. Like, oh, well, he's besties with Stafford. But then, like, as I thought about it, they're not actually besties.
Yeah. Kershaw and Stafford were at the same high school at the same time.
Yeah. No, they are besties.
Yeah,
like,
they're cool.
Yeah, they are.
And then they both went number 1 in different sports. Neat. But no, I think you're right because he'll get to go play for his boy who
Coyotes
calling the plays and stuff like that. I think I keep hearing that, and I think you're right.
I think so. Especially, I mean, when you think of how much money would flow into Las Vegas from people coming to Las Vegas to watch Tom Brady play, I think it would be the greatest show on the strip. Like the
Also,
greatest show on the strip.
Tom Brady would be guaranteed.
What's wrong with my
Guaranteed.
morning with thumbnail? What's wrong with the
Guaranteed.
morning with thumbnail? I just got a new one. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Guaranteed for sure. 8 games inside. Get out of here.
Thank you. And the weather here is fantastic. By the way, he's single now. You know who's got a ton of single chicks? Las Vegas. Just saying.
Just PCW. But no, 8 games inside.
Here you are.
You know, I don't know. He'd be able to be
I'm
with
just
Josh
saying that
McDaniels
I'm going to
again.
put a future, or I don't know if it's live yet. Where's my phone? I don't know if I'm allowed to do it yet. Sports with Scott. Oh, Scott Reichel. Thanks for moseying in, Scott Reichel. Wake Forest -2.5. I just don't think it hurts to sprinkle a little bit on some kind of Raiders futures, because if Tom goes to the Raiders, those numbers are going to skyrocket, and you will have gotten a great number regardless of whether it cashes. Kraken plus 1.5.
The only NFL future I see that's live is predicting Super Bowl MVP.
And who do you think that would be?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't like to bet stuff like that this early.
Do what now?
I don't like to bet like a Super Bowl MVP this early. Like I'd bet like a league MVP this early because like you mess around and get rolled, get upset, then your bet's just a complete wash. I'm not into that.
Well, I mean, that's why I just put a little bit of money down on futures. But I love a good future because every now and again you bottom out your bankroll, and then one day you look and there's like $12 in there, and you're like, oh shit, that's right, I did take the Vikings to win their division 3 months ago. I forgot about that, but now I've got some cash in my account.
Great job, Steph.
Yep, did it, nailed it.
Salud. Go get in the mirror and tell yourself how great you are.
Huh?
Go get in the mirror and tell yourself how great you are.
Hey, you know what? Every now and again, it's important to do that. Joey's going to West Brom over 2.5. West Brom. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how late I woke up. I literally cannot. Raiders have a good tight end also. I mean, it's no Gronk, but just saying it makes sense.
It's Waller, though. He's great. He's one of the best he's one of the best younger tight ends in the league right now. But yeah, you are right. It's not a Gronk. And I had is Chris Godwin a free agent?
I don't know, but I had a player prop on him last night, I think.
Yeah, because I have a friend. I think Chris Godwin has like a year or 2 left on his contract, but he can choose to opt out. And I have a friend, Ron, who I was talking to today, and he said he thinks Chris Godwin, if and when Tom goes to the Raiders, Chris Godwin will follow, and then it'll be Adams and Godwin on each side of him with Waller in the middle. Well,
that's a sandwich I'd like to be involved with.
Right.
How do you feel about Brock Purdy for MVP?
If they win it, for sure.
Pierce.
If they win it.
Sorry, go ahead.
If they win the title, for sure, he's going to be the MVP. Like the last pick in the draft, NFL champion, get out of here.
That's a good call. That's a come from behind story if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Tim Pierce, last Woody standing starts on Mondays, but I haven't seen you in forever. And how are you, Tim Pierce? Jeez Louise, you've been gone forever. Siakam over a block, and we also have him over 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So talk to me about old Pascal, Cam. Is he just going to have a day today?
It would appear like it. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Pascal Siakam, and I do think he's the best player on that team. And he's very. I think he's so undervalued and so whatever because he's in Toronto, but they play the Bucks tonight, and he's going to have to go for it. There's no Giannis, no Serge, no Middleton tonight, which in the Bucks are still a 4.5-point favorite. But I think Siakam's this is going to be one of those games where he needs to shine because no Giannis. Who's going to guard Pascal? I'm sorry. Who's going to guard him? Who's going to guard him? Who's going to guard Scotty? I don't know who can guard him without Giannis on the floor, or Serge Ibaka on the floor, or Chris Middleton on the floor.
So there's that. The line is going. It opened at -4 to the Bucks. Now it's a -4.5 with 90% of the money on the Bucks. So I mean, it's still going that Bucks way. Early in the day, people typically don't realize injury reports are out, though. I have noticed that. I'll give you that. All right, so let's go, Pascal. Who's going to guard you? We don't know. We'll find out. To be determined.
Talk to you
You're
tomorrow.
doing well. Glad to be back. Okay, you'll be back next Monday. I mean, you could still watch the show, Tim. Don't get me wrong. You could still watch the show. I'm doing pretty well. I got my stats updated last night. In NBA, I'm 32-25. In college, I'm 50-36-1. And overall, I'm 82-61-1. So
82-61-1.
NBA and college combined. This is where you say, good job.
I will see what it was. That is good. That is a good job. Really
Excellent work, Allie. Excellent work.
Keep it up.
Yeah. I'm doing it, man.
Also,
okay, so anybody else that you like besides Baylor? Oh, that's what I was going to do is look up the Baylor numbers too.
Yeah, there are other people I like, but they're in my packs. So.
Ooh, what are those packs you're talking about, Cam Ross?
I have 3 plays on the board. I had 4 yesterday. We had the Bucks. What else did we have yesterday? We had the Bucks, and I had Syracuse +7, and the game started 11-2 Miami, and then Syracuse led for most of the game, but then they lost by 4.
Bastards.
But they covered, so
that's all that counts. I hate it when I write them on my board like these were my picks, but like San Fran only lost by 3. I mean, it's 2.5. Isn't that pretty much just a win? I mean, really.
Come on. Nobody's looking.
Yeah. But I have to make the X next to it. I have to make the X next to it. It hurts my soul. That's how this works. What are you going to do? Top of the morning to you, Easy Moolah. You're going to go Liverpool +115. All right. Let's go Liverpool. Let's go Reds. I know that now.
Look at you knowing stuff.
I know. I'm like all over knowing stuff. I'm all over it. Great bounce back spot for K-State. Octagon of Doom will be rocking. Yeah, lots of good basketball happening today. That is one thing we can say. There's a lot of good basketball going on today.
Yep.
Okay, Kim, anything else to report while we're here?
No, nothing right now. There are lines out for the NFL this weekend, just for everybody watching. If there's a game you like, go ahead, jump on it. Because I saw Scott say it last night. I think it was he took San Fran -3.5 as soon as it opened. And in like 6 minutes, it was -4. It went up that fast. So it's going to climb. They're going to climb because, these are the only football games there are right now. There's only so many teams left. College is over. So many teams are done. So if you're liking a game, go ahead, get on it, I would say, especially if you're going to take the favorite.
I was looking at the handle of it all. 7.97 million was bet on that Cowboys Bucks. So $8 million on that game. 50% was on either side and 53% was on either total, over or under. 53 on the over. So they did a really good job at evening that game out. Just wanted to say that.
Just to be do you know what that I don't know if it opened or if it closed, but I know at one time the total in that game was 45.5.
That's what it closed on, was 45.
Yeah, 45.5. If you took the over, if I took the over, I'd be so sick. He missed 4 extra points.
That was a little ridiculous.
5 in a row, bro. Four last night, and he missed 5 in a row going back to their last game.
I feel like you could do better.
I even tweeted, like, is he using the wrong foot? Like, did he forget which foot is his kicking foot?
Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens.
And in all realness, I think Dak might have saved his job because, they were saying during the game, they were saying after the game. I've seen them talking about, people in sports tweeting and saying Dallas is probably going to be looking for a kicker this week. But Dak said in his press conference afterwards, next week he'll be fine. He'll be locked in. He'll help us win the game. That might have really saved his job.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
However.
And then it was 4th and 4 or whatever, mind you, Dak found CD for the score, but it was 4th and 4 from like the 24, 25-yard line. And Maher ran out there and they called him back because they didn't trust him. Thankfully they were up by 100. But next week, or if they keep advancing the week after, the games are going to be tighter. The games are going to be more snug. Like, you need a foot that you can count on.
Everybody needs a foot they can count on. Okay.
You.
It's real life right there. So Kansas or K-State, what are we thinking about it? I'll look at where the money is. You tell me what you think.
That one's tough.
74% is on Kansas State.
I have liked Kansas a lot. I will say I have cashed on Kansas quite a bit this year.
Dirty dog.
I follow the money.
I just ignore Bill Self. He doesn't even exist in my world. Okay, so it's 74%. The money is on Kansas State. The 1.5 looks like it's staying the same. 42,000 has been bet on it. 88% is on the under. It was at a 147.5. Now it's a 147. So it snuck down a half a point with a lot of money on the under. I might be looking at an over. I kind of like it over just because I feel like it's going to be that run and gun game where they play each other hard. Obviously, it's KK State. But a lot of times I think that way about those like rival games, and then defense ends up being the star factor there. What do you think about totals when two in-state rivals play?
That one's tough. That's a tough question, too, because both teams want to get out and run and gun for sure against a rival, against somebody they don't like. But coaching wise, they want play defense. And it's just, Kansas State played Texas to start the year, and the final score was something like 115, 116 to 103. They scored 200 and almost 20 points in 40 minutes. Kansas State was on fire.
Yeah.
Like on fire. But I personally think Kansas is much better than Texas, and Kansas won't allow Kansas State to get off like that. But I think the dog in Kansas State and the home crowd also will help the Wildcats keep it. What is the total?
That's at 147.
That's just so much. It's a lot.
It really is a lot of points.
I would prefer to go with a side. And
Boise State -5. I'm on Nevada here. I took Nevada plus the 5. Well, I took them in my teaser. What's up, Randy Rose? South Carolina, Tennessee, Ball State, Tulane, and Toledo. Toledo under is a tough one for me. Although they have kind of been going under lately, haven't they? We're changing our thumbnails up. I'm the sexy face of PMP. Well, why the hell did we hire Hannah then? Someone said something about my thumbnail, Leonard. What are they talking about? Hold on, let me see. Maybe. All right, I don't see it. Nonetheless. Okay, I don't know. I tried to look. I cannot find it. So KK State, he's talking, right? Both average 75 points defensively, give up under 67. So you have to choose what kind of game it's going to be. Yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about too. You just kind of have to decide how's it going to roll. Yep. Show Harris over 10.5. All right. Anything else to report, Cam?
No, that's all I got for today.
All right. Well, fine then, I guess. Whatever. All right, so Cam's number one pick is going to be Baylor. And is your hotline number? We're still doing the hotline, right? Tell the people what that's all about.
Text me. Let me know who you are. Tell me you saw me on this video, and I can give you deals, 2 plays that you can't get just going on the site. I can give them. Talking to me can get you stuff you can't get on the site. So pull up on me. Tell me who you are. Tell me what you're into.
All right. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you next Tuesday on Morning Wood. People call 614-418-6829. Find Cameron Ross over at picksandparlays.net. Use the promo code NFL. That'll save you 20% if you're over on the site, but just call the number. All right. Cam has got the hookup. So holla if you want to hear him. Okay. That's
Text
what's
me.
up.
Don't call me. Text me. Don't call me.
Don't call. He's very busy. Okay. Don't be like that.
Yeah.
All right, Cam. Thank you so much for cruising by. We will see you again next week, next Tuesday.
See you later.
All right, Cam Ross, everybody. Cam Ross. Okay, so I'm going to. You mentioned thumbnails of the free picks. It's all Sir Lenny sporting his Tigers. I already know he's a big deal. I already knew that, Tate. Everybody knows that. First soccer pick cashed. That's not a real team, but okay. Team total over 1.5. Brandon, you saw me on the track. Okay, I'm like, you did not find me on a track. No, you did not. Okay, Foxy, I'm gonna move you up here. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Okay, so in just a minute here, I'll go through my rundown and then I'll pull you guys in. Fortaleza. Where do they come up with these things? U20. Draw no bet first half. Okay. We're in it, baby. Okay, I'm going to go through my rundown right now. Hold on one sec. Not a good idea to ask people to tell you what they are into. Not with this crowd. That's a good call. I have leather books. I would be willing to place a side wager that if I came to your house, I would find less than 0.5 leather-bound books that belong to Leonard Wenson. I'd take the under on leather-bound books. Just saying. Okay, let me do my rundown. Yesterday's was not great. The only one that I got right is the one that mattered, right? I told you guys, it's just a little known fact when we're doing a last Woody standing that when everybody is on one side of something, you better be on the other side. And yesterday just happened to be the Knicks. And I just happened to take the Raptors there and I just happened to cash it. So there's that. False what? Oh, so you have one book that was probably bound in like an off-brand leather. It's probably vinyl, really. You're taking the Astros because it's baseball season's about to start. All right, well, we can clarify what we are into implies this discussion, like R-rated stuff. If that's what you're into, and if you want me to, I can hang around with you. Well, I haven't seen the thumbnail yet, so now I'm super excited about it. I don't know if I need this anymore either. Okay. You have faith. I would take the over. I just need one. I mean, the odds are in your favor, but obviously the line I hang shows you how much faith I have in said leather-bound books. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a lot of those that I went 2-0 in my HC yesterday. I talked to you guys about Delaware yesterday. I wrote them and then I wiped them off. Delaware did end up cashing, but so did Northeastern. So I went 2-0 on my HC yesterday, which I was super stoked about. I think that puts me at 20. I want to say I'm 20-12 now. Okay, so sometimes the ones I say out loud work out, but they don't get written on the board. So South Carolina is the play here. We've got a 6.5 going to a 5.5. So I would take South Carolina plus 5.5. Let me put team money. The LaSalle cash, that's holding me up right now. Hold on one sec. Beep, boop, boop, boop. And if you want me to, I can hang around with you. I only knew. That's what you're into. Okay, LaSalle, 59. That was a no. Okay, so you're out, homie. And then Allie's. Higgs. Boom. I kind of feel like LaSalle might have been a hockey or a soccer thing also, but who knows? Okay, South Carolina plus 5.5. I'm going to go with that. It looks like it's Bowling Green, which is in my teaser, by the way, on TikTok, that you can find on TikTok, plus 6.5. It looks like it's going to Miami, Ohio. Looks like it's Davidson plus 10 at Dayton. That's a 1.5 right there that it moved. Looks like it's VCU, 7.5 to a 10, with 83% of the money on VCU. It looks like it's there. The Valpo line's not moving. It's stuck at a 3, but the money is on Illinois, Chicago. Florida State goes from Notre Dame -5 to -4.5, which would say Florida State would be your play. That Notre Dame team, I'm not a fan of them. Plus, what did I say, 5.5? 4.5. I didn't see anything in the NBA that I liked. Also, I did go through NBA. I didn't see anything there that I dug. Akron moved from a -6 to a 9.5 with 54% of the money on Akron. So that's evening out. That -6 took on a lot of action. So they had to keep raising up that number. They got all the way to a 9.5 to get to 54% of the money. So it's starting to even out now. So the money moves towards Akron, but I think it's too many points, and Central Michigan is probably your play there. Boston College. This one is also in my TikTok teaser. BC plus. Last night when I got it, it was 15. Now it's 14, which confirms my play even more. It looks like it's NC State. 5 goes to a 6. Richmond has a little bit of backwards, 8.5 to an 8, but 54% of the money's on Richmond. I think it's just too many points to lay, but I'm laying off of it. I would say Tennessee over Mississippi State. No, sorry. I would say Mississippi State over Tennessee. The 6.5 goes to a 5.5 on that one. So I would take Mississippi State plus 5.5. I don't know if I want to write it on my board because I don't trust it. Because I don't want to get involved with Tennessee. I really like that team. 56% of the money is on Mississippi State there. And this game, this is one of the more highly bet games. 20,000 is on this. Whereas like the UNC game, Boston College UNC, it's 8,000, almost 9. That NC State game is 4,000, so the amount of money being bet on things is big. So here's Kansas State, the highly talked about Kansas State. It opens at Kansas -1.5. That's where I still see it. $43,000 have been bet, but 73% of that money is on Kansas State. So with that amount of money on K-State, I would agree that Kansas is your play. I would just money line them. I don't think laying any points is like the best thing to do right there. But I do think that's going to be a highly in-playable game also. I would go Kansas. It looks like it's going to be Creighton. 73% of the money's on them. The line moves the right way. 77% of money is on Tulane, and that number's not moving. Houston -10.5 isn't moving either. I know all the money's on Tulane. Something's funny about that. That total moved from a 148 to a 145.5, though. Evansville is another one that's in my teaser. Evansville. The Purple Aces, baby. The Purple Aces. Plus 17.5. Looks like it's Iowa State. 33,000 is bet on that. 64% of the money is on Iowa State. The -1 goes to a -2.5. I would say that's your play. Penn State, Wisconsin. Beavis. Remember Greg Gard, Wisconsin's coach? He looks just like Beavis. Grown-up Beavis. Okay, grown-up Beavis, though. It looks like it's Wisconsin-ish. It opened at -1.5. Now it's a 3.5, but 54% of the money's on Wisconsin or on Penn State, so it's getting bought back. And I like this Penn team. These bigger games, I just kind of would rather watch. Alabama number is staying the same. I will never fade Alabama again. Know that about me. Nevada looks like they are the play plus 5.5 at Boise. That's also in my teaser. I think Nevada, Evansville, Bowling Green, and Boston College are the 4 teams in my TikTok teaser. I mean, never mind. Go watch my TikTok teaser. Looks like it's Utah State against UNLV. I'm almost done. Belmont is your play there. Air Force looks like the play there. San Jose State, I might look at over New Mexico. It's only $7,000. Bet on it. But 75% of that $7,000 is on New Mexico, and a -10 went to a -9.5. So that would tell me it's an SJSU plus 9.5. Okay, this is the last one I'm writing on there. Yeah. Georgia, Kentucky looks like it's Kentucky. Although it's getting bought back on Georgia. It looks like it's Wake Forest. Looks like it's Texas Tech. All right, the end. Scene. How did I do? Okay. Did everyone love it? I did too. Don't tell me that. They're in my hot damn teaser. Ricket. Evansville's the IUPUI of tomorrow. They're getting smoked. In your opinion, you know what else you told me? Speaking of IUPUI, like last week, you were like, Allie, go lay down. Don't take IUPUI. You must be sick. And you know what they did that day? They covered by 1/2 of a point. No. I appreciate the feedback, but I'm just, like we said, the whole system that I'm doing is all about the way that the lines move. So sometimes you have to write a horrible name down on your board to get the play, right? Oh, that's Lenny's books. NC State first half is 5-5. Are you talking about the 5.5, or that's what their record is? I hate NC State. Actually, smartass, my daughter works at a bookstore, so I have 3 shelves full of books. Yeah, but when you open them up, is that where you keep your weed? Is there those kind of books, right? It is a team. Oh, what you put it? I know what you're talking about. Your soccer team. I'm with you. Hi, Brandon. I will see you tomorrow. Hi, Timothy Earle. How are you, friend? You should still have a pick. I believe so, Mr. Sampson. There you are right there. Yep. Sampson. You do still have a pick. Home favorites of -4 or below went 1 and 11 in the NCAA yesterday. That's my whole strategy. So I ask you guys on the Woody page, what's your handicapping goal for the week? The thing with my picks in the HC, obviously I can't lose. I can't go 0-2. I can only go 1-1 on all of my picks. And now 3 times I think I've gone 2-0. However, how can I make money off this, right? I don't make money on Northeastern money line and Delaware +3. So how do I make money off of it? So I've got to figure out a way that I can crisscross them and tease them to make cash once I find those ones. I mean, I've got 3 or 4 of them now. I'm honing in on the little thing I'm trying to do, albeit not profitable. I'm getting good at it, right? Okay. So now we figure out how to make it profitable. Vandy +8.5. I cannot ever go against Alabama. I just can't. After that Arkansas match, I can't. I don't know why Texas is a dog either. I know that they just came off a really close one to Texas Tech. They only won by 1 at home. So I'm not exactly sure why they're a dog. Except for that. Oh my God, I'm a shit show. What time is it? Shoot, I got to get in the shower and get actually ready for work today. I have the power hour today, and I'm really excited about it because now we are talking live college basketball games that happened today, and we are breaking them down for you in real time. Maybe because it's Iowa State, that's a big jump, though. If they're saying it starts off as a -1 Iowa State and it's up to a -2.5, 36,000's been bet on this. Let me investigate something. Un momento, por favor, okay? You just give me a second here because I am doing some things. Who are we talking about? Texas? Hey, Haas, I have a Texas belt buckle tattooed on me. Did y'all know that about me? Now you do. So Iowa State is 9-0 at home. They're also 6-3 against the spread at home, and they're 7-3 against the spread altogether. The University of Texas Longhorns 2-0 on the road, 1-1 on the road against the spread, and 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games. So I would say Iowa State's a very solid home team who's also prone to covering. Texas, not so much. Iowa State's coming off a 2-point loss to Kansas. They hung in there. It was 28-29 first half, 32-33 second half. So, I mean, that was just a tight game all the way down. Iowa State did cover. They also beat Texas Tech the week before that, beat TCU, beat Oklahoma. So they've kind of got teams in Texas. They've kind of got their number. I like Iowa State there. I see why it moves that way. I think that's a proper move. And also, I'd probably take Iowa State. Clippers were the dogs, and now they're the favorites. Here, I'll pop into them. Beep boop. Okay. I didn't see anything going on in my NBA or in NBA that I dig. Bucks, I see 4 to a 4.5. So let's say it's them. Nets 5.5, stays at a 5.5. 92% of the money is on the Nets, though. I'd be careful with that. And that line's not moving. That's the highest bet game right now, also. I'm going to show you guys. 90,000 is on the Nets and the Spurs. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys this. I mean, maybe, probably. I mean, like, stay tuned, right? What are you doing today? Nothing? Just watching this show? Okay, cool. Then you're all set. This is what we want. This is what we want. Okay. See where I'm at here? This is the reason I want to show it to y'all. See when they flash like that? That's the line moving. This is why I want to show it to you guys, because there's only 4 of them to look at. So it makes it a bit easier to understand what I'm always trying to tell you peoples. So yeah, with the Raptors Bucks, see right here, 36% or 36,000 is bet. Nets and Spurs, there's 92,000 bet, right? Blazers 62,000, Clippers 37,000. So the most money is on the Nets and the Spurs, but right here, open and current, their line's not moving, right? It's still a 5.5, but look right here, 89% of the money is on the Nets. So lots of things. We could be talking about lots of things right now. Maybe we're waiting to see who plays on the Nets. I know KD was out a few games ago. Is he going to be back? Why isn't that line moving, right? Because with 86%, you would think the Nets goes up to a 6, 6.5, something like that. Is it that they don't want to give the Spurs 6.5 points? You know, you kind of got to work these things out. And then also you'll see right here, it's under 74. See how this 234.5 goes to a 231.5, and all the money is on the under. This is the tickets. So 288 tickets have been bet. 63% of those are on the over, but as far as the cash goes, it's all on the under. And this, 66% of the money is on the Blazers. A 5.5 goes to a 6.5. We're getting buyback over on the Blazers. Although, like, the line movement isn't proper there. It's not the way it's supposed to be. And then here's what we're talking about. 76ers Clippers. Clippers go from a +2 to a -1.5. 75% of the money is on the Clippers. So that line moves the correct way, right? 227.5 to a 223, and 84% of the money is on that over 223, even though the line moves down. So just so you guys know, this is what I'm looking at when I'm telling you guys what's going on. I don't always have the answers, but that's what they look like when you're looking at them. That's what they look like. So that's why Texas is a dog. The original question was, why is Texas a dog? That's why, because Iowa State is very, very good at home. And that's where they're going to play today. You're on Kansas. I would be too. I feel like Kansas is the play. Although, we always talk about those little spots where, like, little brother wants to come in and wreck shop on big brother, especially when they're at home. But Kansas knows that. Kansas is not looking past Kansas State. Kansas State's a solid little team. It's not like Michigan playing Central Michigan. Like, this is a real legit team, K-State is. Yes, we are covering that game on the Power Hour. Oh, Sugar Nuts, it's 11. Okay, so let me pull you guys in. I have a lot of picture books for my kids, not me, I swear. Okay, Playboy does not count as a picture book, okay? It's basically a gym sock. You're taking KU. With the cheating, they do. Yeah, they've got to win, right? You're on Mississippi State. Okay, good. Is that who I said I liked? I feel like it is. Evansville is the IUPUI tomorrow. How do you decide how many points of tease? I just always do 6. The reason why is when you get to 7, your juice changes. So with a 6-point teaser, you can do 2 for a minus 120, and 3 typically will put you like in the plus, I want to say plus 180 realm. But if you get into the 7 points, that changes. You know, like now you're at a minus 140 or something like that. So it's just like oh my God, it's just, look at me go. It's just the way that the odds pay out. In football, I know it's different. You know, also it kind of like in football, you would want to get above or below certain key numbers. Lenny has taught me this. So how many you tease it by matters in football because of that. However, basketball's not the same. We don't really have key numbers that way. If there was a key number in basketball, for me, it would be a 4.5. That's the number I want to take 4.5s and up. You're on Butler at home with the points. You like your system, trying to cut your losses in half, and we all win. Let's do that. That's a great idea, Rickett. Let's do it. Keep your weed in a mason jar like an adult. That's where mine is too. NC State first half is at 5.5 for Chris Johnson. Thank you. I needed clarification on that. Boom, 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 boom. Muchas gracias, amigo. Michael Sampson, can I wait? Yes, just put it on the Facebook page. There'll be a box that says last Woody standing, picks go here over on the Facebook page. Put it in there. No problem. Hi, Tiffany Danielle. How are you? Did you stay in? Oh, I think you had the Timberwolves is what you had, Tiffany Danielle, and you did fall off. But thank you for coming back and watching the show because I love you. And thank you for entering the contest. See you next Monday. We'll try this whole puppy over again. Will the kid who caught the murder charge be a distraction for Alabama? Obviously, I feel like you could just read it on my face that struck something in me, but I was thinking about the kid from Georgia, the Georgia football player who just died, who is not the Alabama basketball player who apparently murdered somebody. I might need to look into that. I mean, I would think it'd be a distraction, but also it could be one of those situations where like now you rally, like you don't know us, la la la. Nuggets minus 6.5, Spurs over 2. I don't trust your freaking totals right now, Timothy Earle. You and your NBA totals are getting me in trouble lately. So there's that. But I'll put your side up. Tim Earle, Nuggets minus 6.5. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I'm not telling you. I'll put it in the chat. The Twins turned me onto this. And I dig it. I dig it a lot. And look, there's different sites, okay? I used to go to a different site to get my live money movement. And I used to also go to a different site to get my live money movement. This is the site that makes sense to me, okay? It's the one that like resonates with me. It speaks in my vernacular. I know what's going on. Here's the thing. These 3 sites say that I've gone over. It sucks to say, but they're not always going to be the same, right? The thing that I've learned is that you have to pick one and roll with it. You know what I mean? Like if this is the site that I'm using to get all of my numbers off of, win or lose, up or down, I've got to focus on these numbers. I don't know if that made sense, you know, but when you're looking here and you're like, well, 67, but over here it's 72, and over here, stick with one site, pick which one speaks to you and like communicates with you the best, get on top of that one and roll with it. KD is out long-term. Oh no. What did he do? What happened? What did he do? Did him stub his toe? Abby Barnes, can you ask on the toy Winnie, put the game time decision on his channel? Detroit Lenny, will you put game time decision on your channel? I don't know if he does that show anymore, Brandon. So the play is the Clippers. What time is game time? It's on at 5 p.m. Eastern. Nice show. A player murdered his. How don't I know about this? What am I doing with my life? Tim Earle totals checks out. I like it. I'm not me. I might be your bad luck charm for your totals, Tim. Remember we had that thing with esports, right? If I took any of Tim's bets ever, they just lost, so I stopped betting on them for him so he could be a winning player. Maybe I'm doing that with your totals right now because every time I get on one of your totals, and it's always close. It's like a point or two. It's like a point and a half off. Spurs game mostly goes over. That's because the Spurs don't believe in defense. They're just not. It's not their thing. It's not. It's like Kyrie and flat earths, like that makes sense to him. Round earths don't want anything to do with it. Spurs don't want anything to do with defense. Nice. Get it. Okay, it's 11:05. I got to let you guys go. Recap, Rico. Ben Simmons says he needs to start scoring more. Is it safe to put him for 10 points versus the Spurs? Well, versus a team that doesn't play defense, I would say, yeah, it's not a bad gig, especially if he's going into that game with the motivation and intention of scoring more. Okay, my loves, let me pull you in real quick. This is part of the show where I pull you guys in to take a picture of the board. Don't forget, go check out Cam Ross, picksandparlays.net. We've got a promo code NFL. It is going to save you 20% off whatever you buy from Cam or the Twins or Terry Edelman or Sean Higgs or any of the knucklehead professional handicappers over on our site. Okay. Ben Simmons points is never safe. That's a very good evaluation there. That's a good look. Okay, so I'm pulling you guys in so you can take a picture of the whiteboard so you guys can use the picks later. Some of these I haven't graded yet. Don't judge me. Also, I will take screenshots of this and put it onto our Morningwood Facebook page. Okay, and these are my biz. I gave you way too many, but the ones with this thing are my TikTok teaser, just so you know. But also be wary of Evansville. Apparently, they are the IUPUI of the future. Thank you. Rig it. Rig it. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, also, the first leg of my cricket parlay is going on today. I believe it's the Perth Scorchers. Let me just double check this real quick. Because my cricket, I'm 5-3. I'm really into cricket right now. Don't ask me why. It kind of like has that World Cup feel that there's not that many teams and I can figure them out within their own group that I can get there with it. If you want me to, I can hang around with you. Perth Scorchers minus 145. That was a TikTok play from yesterday. I don't know why Scorch needs to have a T in it for me, but it does. Cricket. So they happen today. And then I also have them parlayed with the Melbourne Renegades at minus 110 playing the Sydney Thunder. So if you want some cricket action, there it is. You're welcome. Thank me later. Or don't. I mean, it's up to you. Thanks, Mike Smith. Who's doing game time? The Twins do it. And maybe Lenny, if he feels like it. Lenny's a busy man. Okay. He's counting his leather-bound book right now. He's very busy counting his leather-bound book. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry I'm late and a little bit of a mess, but I showed up because we had work to do, and that work was making us some winners. So hopefully I've accomplished that task today. Check me out. I will be on the Power Hour. We're talking about Kansas State today. We are talking about, I have them all right here. Texas and Iowa State, 76ers and the Clippers, Kansas State, and Trailblazers at the Nuggets. Okay, that's 3 p.m. Eastern today. Live and shiz. So definitely check that out. Bet cricket one time. I've told this story before. I went to a cricket match one time, but it lasted for 3 days, and they tied at the end of 3 days. England versus India. Just saying. That's what I said. Never again. Go in the parking lot and duke it out and declare a freaking winner, because I just spent 3 days of my life watching something that is the exact same as like before it started. No one wins. Anyway, but I am like kind of good at betting on it right now. I've got an understanding for it. We'll see how it works out. I don't know. We'll put it all on the Scorchers. All right, guys, have a great day. Good luck to everyone. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification. Would I play the 76ers on the money line? Hold on. Sugar nuts, I'm late. Why I want to know why the Clippers went from a dog to a favorite. If there's an injury or something on the 76ers, I like to fade an injury report. So then I would say definitely do the Sixers. 68% of the money is on the Clippers. I don't know. Typically, a dog to a favorite, I want to play that team. You know, it's typically how I would want to do it. So there's that. Yeah. I don't know. I keep looking at it like test cricket, baby. Oh, yeah. 3 days, no result. Let's go. Pim's cups all around. See you tomorrow, Brandon. All right, guys. Have a great day. Good luck to everybody. I'll see you back on at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I think Terry Edelman is my special guest. So good luck to everyone, unless you're